Well, each year attendees here at the Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show are treated to live cattle demonstrations. And with us on today's program is Dr. Ron Gill from Texas A&M University. And Dr. Gill, talk about what you guys are doing and showcasing here at the live cattle demonstration arena. You along with your partner, Kurt Pate. I mean, you guys are renowned cattle handling experts. Talk about what you guys do every year here at convention.
Well, we try to demonstrate some techniques that can improve cattle handling, but one thing we really try to do is maybe teach people how to teach. That's not our strong suit in this area. A lot of times we know how to do it, we expect other people to know how to do it, but being able to communicate what we're doing and why and how we want that to happen is a little difficult for most of us. So that's a big part of it, but if we can improve stockmanship, we improve the health of the cattle, we improve the bottom line basically is you can control shrink, sickness rates, and a lot of other things by becoming better stockmen. So we kind of go through all of that part of it, but mainly it's just kind of understanding cattle behavior, learning how to read what they're telling you, because the cattle will tell you what you need to do if you're paying attention, but sometimes we don't pay attention like we should. So part of it's just kind of repetition a lot of times on what we hear. We have a lot of people come back and really want to reinforce what they thought they heard the first time, and then they add their experiences on top of that. So it's interesting to see people progress over time in this area.
Do you think after people watch a demonstration like this and they go home and maybe try to implement some of what they learned either from you or Kurt, they're like, wow, this stuff does actually work?
We've had people come back and actually tell us, we were shocked. We went home and this actually worked. We thought y'all were fools when y'all were telling us that, but I've had that happen more than once. I don't even mind that. Just if you're in a situation that's not working very good, fall back on some of this stuff we've talked about and try it. And if it works, then add to it, build to it, because you can always go back to what you were doing. And so most of the time it's kind of fine-tuning maybe how we approach some of this. For people who've been in the business a long time, it's not earth-shattering difference, but maybe a little tweaking here and there can make a huge difference in the way the cattle respond.
I say this a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but boy, if folks actually implement some of what you guys are learning out here, it might actually keep a few relationships together out there on the ranch too.
Well, there's a lot of life lessons learned. If you're paying attention, there's no difference really in the relationship you build with livestock than it is with people. We learned that in the horse world with natural horsemanship, and it's all the same kind of context of pressure, release, learning how to read the situation. I use the example all the time. If your spouse is mad, it never improves if you just keep pressuring.
Yeah.
And so you have to take the pressure off and let things cool down and reshape. And it's kind of an interesting comparison a lot of times to life situations and what we do with cattle and learning how to communicate. Not any of us strong suit, but something we have to do.
Well, obviously we're doing this at convention this year held in Nashville, but throughout the year you guys actually do take a lot of these teachings and lessons that you're doing in person here at this year's event. You take them across the nation, and it's a great opportunity for folks that can't join us at the convention to get to see and do and see what this is all about.
Yes, the stockmanship and stewardship events that we do with Merck helping get us around the country, those have been phenomenal to work with. One, we really get to emphasize maybe even a little more on the stewardship side of it, but we combine it with a stockmanship component. But those regional meetings have been really rewarding for us, and also hopefully the people that come get something out of it. We spend a little more time, go a little more in depth into what we're actually talking about here. I think we use the demo pen to kind of set up those kind of programs around the country, whether we do them through the stockmanship and stewardship or local beef cattle organizations that bring us in. All of it kind of ties together, and it's just a good situation. We have a lot of effort put into those and a lot of quality.
Well, I mean, over the years, I've learned myself in different experiences that it's a lot better to have hands-on demonstration. I mean, you can learn a lot with the in-classroom stuff, but there's nothing better than actually getting out there with live animals and hearing it firsthand from guys like you and Kurt that are actually doing it.
I don't think it'd make it better if we get people in the pen with us so we could yell at them. really replicate what we do at home kind of deal.
Yeah, there you go. Well, if that's what you want to experience, remember there are some regional stockmanship and stewardship program meetings happening later this fall across America from West Coast to East Coast. Get all the details online at stockmanshipandstewardship.org. And don't forget, if you were unable to attend Cattlemen's College in Nashville, or if there was a class you missed that you wanted to see, all of the sessions were recorded and are available for viewing online. Just visit ncba.org and click on the Producers tab for all of the session details and pricing.